Let's go, y'all.
It's Uncle Jerry. It's Uncle Jerry. What it do? What it do? Worldwide crew. You know it ain't what you say. It's what you do. It's what you do. In the 330, you gotta get it. Get up and be productive. Let's go, Ohio! It's an Uncle Jerry podcast.
What it do, worldwide crew? It is not what you say, it is what you do. It's your boy Uncle Jerry with another episode of Uncle Jerry Live, y'all. Hey, first off, I want to thank everybody for tapping in with your boy. Remember to follow your boy Uncle Jerry 330 on all platforms. That's X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You know, we're going live on all platforms right now. I feel great. Remember, if you're on TikTok, tap the screen. If you're on Facebook, man, like and share the live. If you're on YouTube, become a subscriber to your boy, Uncle Jerry. Yo, how y'all feeling today, man? I'm feeling vainglorious. I'm feeling awesome, man. I'm glad for everybody to tap in. I ain't gonna hold y'all that long. I have so much going on this week, and I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you're moving into your green light chakra. I hope you're being productive. Hope you're being positive. Hope all those things are doing, and they're all coming together great for you. And I hope that you continue to keep that power going. I do this live, y'all. See, it's a difference when you're recording and you're going live. You got to have that savoir faire to be able to get on this bad boy and go live and reach the people and give them something they never heard before, make them feel good. I know it's Wednesday night, you know, and I want everybody to tap in with your boy. Like I said, tap in with your boy, Uncle Jerry. I said, but first things first, man, my heart goes out to the oldest family. We lost a goddess, y'all. And I know Boo Man, he lost his mother. We're losing our goddesses. But Sharice Otis, man, passed away from an act of senseless violence, y'all. I mean, my heart goes out to the oldest family. They're near and dear to my heart. We all grew up in the projects together. And to the oldest family, my heart goes out to you. And I hope they find out who did this senseless act of murder to kill this guy. She was a great person, a lovely spirit, man. And this has to stop, y'all. I mean, it's a lot of hellish beings on this earth, and we got to stop. We can't keep making excuses for what's going on in this virus. Cat and PD, y'all got to get on this one. You hear me? You got to get on this one, man. We got to find out who had that in that evil, that hellish being mentality to take this woman's life, y'all. She was they were part of our family in the project. We all grew up project kids, man. It hurts me. My heart goes out again to her family. Her brother Ty, I call him Tayo, he taught me how to ride a bike. That's how tight knit we was in the project. I didn't have a bike. I want to learn how to ride a bike, and my boy Ty had the cold bike with the eagle on the frame, and he took his time out to teach me how to ride that bike, man. The little things I will never forget in my life growing up as a project kid. But more importantly, man, shout out, I mean, my heart goes out to the oldest family. We got to solve this one, y'all. That's an act of senseless violence that makes no sense, man. There's so many hellish beings on earth, and they're going young brothers killing and taking each other's lives. We can't keep making excuses and not finding out what really went on. So I'm telling you, the city, let's do a cry out to the Canton PD Detective Department. We gonna find out who took that girl's life. And brother, if you out there, I'm not, whoever it is, you ain't got long to run around here. They're gonna find you, and justice will prevail for the Otis family. Again, my heart goes out to Sharice Otis, her sister Crystal. They were twins. I'm a twin, so it hurts me. And I know how it feels to lose a twin. I do. when you lose, it feel like a part of your body is gone. It doesn't make no sense, y'all. When will this violence stop? It has to stop, y'all. We have to put our voices, let our voices be heard, go out in the community, put pressure on the police department, find out what's going on, and I'm gonna manifest it right now. They're gonna find you. They're gonna find you. And I know, there's no belief. I know that justice will prevail, man. Again, a senseless life has been lost. We lost another goddess today due to an act of senseless violence. And again, shout out to my boy Boo, man. He lost his mother too. And our heart goes out to everybody who loses a loved one. It's not a great feeling to lose someone you love. It isn't. But I know for a fact, not only is Boo Man's mom in a great place, I know Sharice's in a better place, and she don't have to live and suffer no more. And we got to stop this senseless violence. It is making no sense at all, y'all. And Camp PD, it's time for y'all to do detectives. Y'all got to get on this one. She lost her life, man, wrapped it in spongy straps and right by Hartford School. Come on. This is making no sense at all. So I had to take that second to really, before I get into it, you know I love to keep my show upbeat, going live. But I had to take a second, man. You know, we have to stop this violence. I'm serious, y'all. We got to come together as a community and really do what we can to stop this violence, man. I can't, my heart goes out to the oldest family. Again, Todd was my friend. Their family was like our family, and everybody who grew up in the projects can understand how close-knit we were growing up. And that when I heard the news, I just couldn't even have words. I instantly went to my boy Tayo. I said, man, my heart goes out to you. But I didn't know what happened. When I found out a sucker, a hellish being, took it upon him or herself or whoself to take this woman's life. She didn't deserve that, y'all. She did not deserve that. So I'm going to say, Uncle Jerry, Canton PD, we got to do something about this. We must figure out who took this woman's life. And when they catch you, I hope they give it all to you, man, because that was wrong. There was no reason to take that woman's life, y'all. And again, I had to start the show on something real. Energy is always important for me, but at this point, my heart really went out to the family when I heard that. It just hurt me so much, man. This Uncle Jerry Live, y'all. Let's get moving forward. How's everybody feeling, man? It's been a great week for me. I've had an awesome week. There's a lot of transitions going on in my life. And when you're elevating with positivity and you're moving the way you're supposed to move, when you're in the cradle of your ancestors, great things will happen for you. Sometimes you got to let things develop, man. When you're in the cradle, things happen great. Like had a chance to really sit down. And sometimes in life, I pour so much into my daughter. Shout out to my daughter, Allison. She's doing great. I'm so proud of her. She made her decision what college she's going to. She got a scholarship. So I'm so happy that she chose the college that her dad went to. I couldn't believe it. So many schools wanted her all over the country. She worked hard, got her grades right, everything in the community. And she said, Dad, I'm picking this school because I want to follow in your legacy. And you guys don't understand how that touched me. You know, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I know my daughter's cup of tea. And when she told me that, it made me feel great. Friday's a big day. She's going to sign her letter of intent. She's going on, moving on, and I'm proud of the woman she's become. She's stepping out, guys. Sometimes you got to let them go. We can't hold them. We can't keep them forever. We got to let our children grow. We can't always be over them and expect them to protect us and give us company and all that. We have to let our children go. And I'm so glad with my sister Sherry and everybody give me the power. Hey, let her go. You did the right thing. You showed her what it takes. You were a great father. Now, sometimes we don't give ourselves credit on the work we have to do for our children, especially being a single father, raising my daughter. Mother's not around, you know. She could have made a whole bunch of excuses as to why she could not succeed. But she said, Dad, I'm not going to use that. Mental health's not going to stop me. And I'm so proud of my baby. She's moving forward. And all the kids. I know parents are proud of all their children that are going to the next level. Getting out of Canton. Get out of here. You know, all our kids are getting stuck here. They're in gangs and then they're doing hellish things. And I'm so glad that me being the cradle of my ancestors as my daughter in the cradle, and she's going to take her chance and do. I know I did. I said, baby, make good choices. And so far, she's doing an awesome job, and I know the best is yet to come for her. And shout out to all the kids who are going to continue their education. Uh, it went so fast, y'all. I didn't see it coming. I can remember this girl playing in slime at 5, 6 years old, and to see her 18, a beautiful woman. It's like, wow. I look at myself. I said, Jerry, not bad. And when other people see it, it makes you feel even prouder. It makes you feel great to know that you did it, regardless of the odds, regardless of the support. I just did it. You know what I mean? And not me. She did it. Like I said, she could have made a million excuses to not proceed. But my baby do it. Allison, I love you. The best yet to come for you. And shout out to all the seniors who getting up out of here, going to college, learning new things. And college was a great experience for me. I didn't want to. I'm so glad I went to college. Wasn't the type of parent to say, "Stay home, brother. It's that. It's pulling you down." When we don't allow our kids to grow, we leave them to the streets. We lead them to make bad choices in their life. And then next you know, they're stalemated. I never wanted my children to live the life I live. Always wanted my children to see me and know they can be better than me. I know a lot of parents feel the same way I feel, that we want our kids to be better than us. So all the parents are proud. If your kids are going to college, they got athletic scholarships, academic scholarships, or they're simply getting the hell out of here. Congratulations to y'all. It's been great. It's been so great. I love it. Like I said, Uncle Jerry Live, y'all. It's basketball season. Play y'all watched Melo last night? Hey, Melo Ball, this is the most exciting time to watch some good basketball. You want to watch some good basketball? It's coming up right now, y'all. Our Cavs in the playoffs. They're playing Toronto. Shout out to Spider Miller, Mobley, and them boys. They're going to come out. And I feel something real. I don't know about y'all, but I feel something real spectacular about to go on with these Cavs. I really do. I mean, they have their team is together. They don't play no games. I feel something really good is going to happen in Cleveland for the Cavs. And hey, let's keep our fingers crossed, but let's support them. Let's keep it going, and let's go Cavs. How are y'all feeling today? Like I said, it's been a great week for me because I was able to get some strength from some brothers, some positive brothers in my life. I mean, I got so much feminine energy around me, and I pour into people, but it feels good to get poured into. And people know they are, who sat down and talked to me, give me words of encouragement. Because, you know, it's people that claim they love you and won't even encourage you at all. It's people that are so ungrateful. You can do something for somebody, and they'll say what they did for you, but they never appreciate what you've done for them. And the pouring into is important, especially amongst brothers, because a lot of people say, don't tap into your feminine. Don't say your feelings. That's feminine. No. The men are stepping up, and we are telling them how we feel. And brothers, don't let nobody tell you your feelings is feminine. You do what you're. That's important, because when we didn't do that, that's when the violence happened. That's when cats were losing their lives, going crazy. I think it's a new growth for the man to be able to express how they feel, to tap into your feminine side. And ain't no zest in tapping into your feminine side. Don't let nobody tell you that. If anybody can tell you that your feelings are feminine or not valid, hey, reevaluate some things, but don't let them stop you. Like I said, it's people that claim they love me and never encourage me. I've done things with people they never was appreciative for, but don't stop. Keep on doing what you do. You know, don't let nobody deter your growth. Stay in your cradle and do what you do. Again, I was there to talk to my boy Marty Bones, and me and Marty Bones, we build strength with each other. Shout out to my boy Marty Bones and Bearded Business, the Double B, where a haircut is everything. And it just feels good to sit down and talk to somebody and encourage each other and know what each other's going through. And we are similar. We both are fathers, we both raising our daughters, so we have a lot of similar interests. Marty's a very talented guy. And if you ain't got no cut, you ain't got no Marty cut, you better get right. Shops open, slots open, my boy Double B, the Bearded Business. So I sat down with old OG Chief. I sat down with a Chief like last week, and I sat down with this man, and we sat down, we build, and be able to sit with this man, and here in life. This man's old. He don't even look his age. Up in years, he experienced life, retired, raised his family, still with his wife at 60 years. His family's beautiful, and we sat and we talked. And I was able to get some real game, some enlightenment, some encouragement, some big chief power from my boy Big Chief. And he had his cane, and this man has so many type of canes, and he carves them, and he takes his time, he lacquers them, and he got different type of, not none of them old crunchy man. I'm talking about a chief on the land cane, where I'm gonna get me one. When I walk these miles, I'm gonna take that cane, I'm gonna hit them miles and make you feel good. When I talk to him, I can get an indigenous feel, like I'm sitting with an old chief in a teepee, getting that game and getting that knowledge. And it was awesome. He sat, we talked about his life, and I learned so much from it. And there's nothing wrong with getting that knowledge and that strength when you need it. And it built me up, made me tougher, made me stronger, made me feel like, you know what, that's what I want to strive for. I want to strive to be that chief. Sometimes in life, there's going to be storytellers, and it's going to be the story. Your boy Uncle Jerry wants to be the story. If you want to be the story, ain't nothing wrong with it. Get that wise knowledge. Don't be afraid to sit down with an OG and talk to them. Understand how their life went. Understand what it took for them to be married so long. What love really is and what it looks like, and loyalty and respect it, and growing old with somebody. We all strive to grow old with that person we love. Nobody want to die lonely out here. I know I don't. So like I said, shout out that OG Chief. I'm going to get me a cane. I'm going to walk the miles, because y'all know I'm like a black Indiana Jones. Michigan Johnson. Bum, bum, dum, dum. Michigan Johnson. That's what. That's your boy. They ain't doing it like this, bro. They're not doing it like this. This is live. It takes a certain power, a certain savoir-faire. You go on this microphone and kick it off live. This ain't no postcast. A lot of cats is making whole posts and turn them into postcast. Everybody with that see more button, everybody ain't reading like that. If you want to be impactful, let them see your face. Let them hear your voice. Let them feel your power. Everybody can talk, but what about your power? Can they see what you got? How can you inspire people? You know what I'm saying? Postcasts. I ain't never heard that. Everybody dropping these postcasts. Cut it out, man. If you're that cold, let me see what you got. Now, because I'm always bringing it. I've been bringing it since bringing was brought to bringing it. What it do, worldwide crew. It is not what you say. It is what you do, y'all. At the end of the day, that's my slogan. I live by it. I thrive by it. And it feels great. I said, now, moving forward, like I said, it's been a great week for your boy. Right? A lot of transitions. Great things happening for your boy. Right? So, funny story, like a couple weeks ago, I'm moving into a new venture in my life, a new career. And there's nothing wrong with starting a new career. You never know what you expect when you just follow the path, right? So, long story short, I'm downtown Canton now. What? So I'm downtown Canton with the corporate. I'm feeling all corporate-y, right? Boss said, let's go to lunch, Jerry. So we go, yeah, let's walk downtown Canton. Let's go to lunch. Really? I'm feeling all corporate. Okay, let's go to lunch. So we hit Basil. Shout out to Basil. Great Chinese food. Get some great Chinese food. We sit down, we talk. We're talking about big things, big projects going on around the city. I'm going to be around doing great things and building the infrastructure of our city. It feels good to be a part of that and tapping into something new in my life. I did construction for over 20 years. Now it's a level in my life where I'm really be able to use my neck up. For so many years I worked from the neck down, so now I can work from the neck up. And it feels pretty good to be, it feels good to be acknowledged for the skills you do. It feels good for someone to see something in you that other people didn't. A lot of these companies just want to use you, but how are you being used? So it feels good to be actually challenging myself, learning more things and doing more things. So it feels good. So back to my story, right? So we go to lunch, come back, walking down. This is my city, walking through downtown. And I see Brianna Gray. Shout out to my girl, Brianna Gray. Y'all know why I'm saying shout out to Brianna Gray? She said, hey, Jerry. I said, what's up, girl? I give her a hug, right? They watching like, oh, shit, okay, this guy got a little flavor flair. She gave me a hug. And I said, they looking like, hey, we must got us a celebrity. I said, I'm Uncle Jerry, baby. They didn't know that. But Brianna know who her brother was. And I gave her a hug. I said, hey, Brianna, Tell them this is my city. He said, this is city, y'all. Shout out to my girl, Brianna Gray, for letting them know what it really is going down. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you. You gave me so much confidence and boost. So now they know this is my city, and I'm able to do things in my city. It felt great. Thank you, CR, for letting them know who her brother really is out here in this city, who's been doing it since day one. So I said, it's great. Feels great. Transition is good. Change is good. Don't never be afraid to change. Always feel like you can always move forward in anything you do. Keep a positive attitude. Keep that smile and everything. Smile's power. Smile knock people out. Check it out. So like I said, Uncle Jerry Live. Recently, just was Easter just passed, and I know everybody came out. City came out. I went out to a few places out, and it was great to be out, seeing everybody in the city doing their thing. And it took me back to as a child at Easter time, right? Growing up in the projects, right? So Easter was big at our crib in the project. And I'm not lying. I went to church life for the girls and for the pastors, because the pastors would get down. The pastors was the rappers back in the day to me. And all the girls smelled like, you suffrate your hair. That a suffrate going all. So that was like beautiful to go, especially on Easter, because you had the Easter suit, you had the Easter speech. My mom gave me some drip. So I go to church, and I'm going to tell you about church for me. I was like, you know how you get kind of forced to go to church. But Easter was my thing. And back to church. Only time when my mom gave me that $1, don't give me no $1. I'm not putting all that in the offering plate. I'm going to Terry's store. Give me some lemon heads. Get me some Alexander grapes, a couple Chico sticks, a bag of Snyder chips, and Sherry. What you got, Jerry? I'm telling Mom you ain't put all that in the offering plate. I'm like, man, break in a piece of Chico stick and be quiet. I always want to try to tell, so I put a little bit in the offering plate, but when she gave me no money, I wasn't going to church. No. Where my $1 at? Where my offering money? Jerry, you always spend your money at Terry's store. I'll leave early. Go to Terry, like I said, go to church. I give him like a hot quarter. 75 cents was a lot. Terry, you know you buy back in the day at Terry's store was 75 cents? What? You gonna give me $1 a day? I ain't care if it's all changed, brown boys and shiners. I'm going to Terry's first. Then I'm going to church. But funny story, when I went to church, especially on Easter, and even before, like, Sunday school was my big thing, because I love Miss Denny. And rest in peace to Miss Denny. She was a beautiful soul. I loved her so much. I would go to Sunday school to see Miss Denny, because I love Miss Denny. And I would sit next to her at church, and Miss Cuts, because Miss Denny had the good gum and the good candy. My mom, I would get a piece of peppermint. It had like Newport dust on it. It smelled like lipstick. But Miss Denny had them good candies. And I sit by her, and when I smelled that sloppy Joe, she go and get your sloppy Joe, baby. I love Miss Denny. She was right there, because she had, like I said, she had the good candy. She had the good peppermint. It was wrapped up good. It wasn't my mom be scraping. As soon as I see her scraping the bottom of the purse, I'm looking for Miss Denny. I'm about to go sit by Miss Denny, because she got the real peppermint. She got the real gum. And like I said, great experience at Mount Olive. Those are the things I remember about Mount Olive. And more importantly, Easter was cool for me because we got the solid milk chocolate bunnies. Woo! Oh my. When I will stay the Easter program, what? And we getting the solid milk chocolate bunnies. Solid. You know what you can do? You can take that ear, dip it in peanut butter. You have Reese cup. You can melt it down. That bunny lasts you about 3 or 4 days, right? But then they start making hollow ones. I'm like, oh, that's a conspiracy. That's why I knew church wasn't right. Because how you gonna switch from the solid milk chocolate bunnies to the hollow one? A hollow milk, it's all empty. I didn't even know they even made hollow milk chocolate Easter bunnies. I live for Easter. We get that solid milk chocolate. We kept peanut butter. We had that peanut butter. I'm walking the hood. I got Reese cups by the ear. And when they took the solid Easter bunnies out of Easter and start making them hollow, I started feeling a way about church, man. I'm like, man, this is a scam. Y'all can't even get solid chocolate bunnies no more. This ain't cool. But like I said, the city came out great, and it always good to go out Easter time and wherever you believe in. You know what I mean? This was a great time. I can remember that as a child, Easter with my cowboy hat on, and churches. If y'all gonna do it, man, go back to the solid bunnies for the kids. Because we was poor project kids, we got to make that last. You know what I mean? So like again, solid chocolate bunnies. And then Black History Month, we got the big ass coloring book. That coloring book was so big, we colored for months. It was Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, the same old people, but it was so big, and my mom kept us, me and Sherry, we had so much time. We colored them books, and we was what? Doing our thing back then, y'all. It's time for what's cracking, y'all. So what's been going on in the world, man? Hey, I think Diddy might get out. I think Take That may get out, man. He's been putting the pressure on the lawyers, and he feel like he did his time. He feel like the judge kind of railroaded him, and he got more time than usual. And plus, it's people that did worse crimes than Diddy ain't even been to trial yet. The Abercrombie and Fitz guys who did all that stuff, that weird stuff they were doing, they ain't even been to trial yet. So has Diddy done enough time? He really didn't get convicted on what they try to convict him for. You know, it's pretty much tricking. Don't get me wrong, it's not fair to put your hands on women, right? But at the end of the day, the diddler might get out. And right, hey, if he gets out, hey, he didn't commit no heinous crime. He ain't did that nobody else ain't did. It's brothers and cat that love to put their hands on women and all that. But at the end of the day, it's still wrong. But hey, Dilly might get out. He may get out. Take that, take that, take that. Maybe take back. Take that. He may be back. Be back. So at the end of the day, let's see. We don't know. You know, he got the money. His lawyers is working hard for him. Diddy's like, I'm still working from jail. He want to get out. Nobody wants to see a man locked up at the end of the day, but hey, Diddy might get out, y'all. Uncle Jerry Lott. Now I heard that Usher and Chris Brown is about to go on tour, y'all. Y'all know that's gonna be one of the most lit tours of the year. You got Chris Brown and light skinned Michael Jackson. You got Usher together. I know all the women right now. Soon as them tickets go on sale, they about to do the afterpay for the tickets. They gonna get their outfits together. They gonna make sure I bet you every show packs out for Usher and Chris Brown. But ladies, be careful. Try to get you a seat kind of back. Y'all know how Usher get down. Usher like to be like, let it burn. You want that juice on you, you know. You don't want no Usher juice on you because you don't know what's going on. Usher might be, you know, he love to be like, it's a feeling ain't the same in your feeling may not be the same in your body if you get some of that sweat on you. Don't just be careful. But at the end of the day, I like Chris Brown. He's a great performer. Usher's good, but I'm saying, ladies, be careful. You don't know. That sweat might get on you. You might not be right. But shout out to Usher and Chris Brown. It's gonna be great. I want to talk about the Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty done got Gangsta Wood in there and said, you gonna sign this contract from hell or high water, put the strictlies to his neck and unscrewed his earrings and everything, and really just basically Bogart their way. You gonna sign this deal, buddy. So Gucci was like, I don't read for me. This ain't rightfully so. This ain't Gucci Mane. This is Gucci Mane. He's a man now. He's a businessman now, and he might have did some shady things with the people he signed. But hey, Pooh Shiesty, you signed the deal. Everybody knows what it is when you get in this game. It's a dog eat dog world game. So you took it upon yourself to strong arm yourself out the deal, and you're locked up. I seen you heard he was crying. You and your daddy. So you got to watch who you even hang around with. Your daddy got you on some wild shit. So, excuse me. My thing with Gucci is, will Gucci testify? He said he got the code of streets. He don't snitch or nothing like that. So if Gucci don't testify, who's going to testify? Them bodyguards. Pooh ain't getting out, y'all. He ain't getting out.